welcome back to my channel. I hope you've been doing well. Let me know in the comments what you've been up to recently and how you are. It has been so long since I've sat down in front of this camera and spoken to it because I've just been so busy. I think it's been at least 3 or 4 weeks, which is very unlike me. Before I continue with the rest of the video, I'm going to point out the thing that a lot of you guys would already be thinking. Look at my new background. It's so different. I didn't think getting a new bed would make such a difference until I turned on my camera and I was like, whoa. I have vlogged it heaps and stuff, and I'm very happy to do like a little shelf tour thing if you're interested. So excited when it arrived because I waited over a month for it and I almost completely forgot about it because I was just so busy with things. So it was such a lovely surprise and I've had so much fun putting stuff in there. Let's move on to the Q&A. I've gotten all of these questions over quite a long period of time. To begin, I have 2 questions from the Instagrammer Selling Oz, and her name is actually Hannah, and I know that because she made a cute little collage for me in the past and it made me so happy. I'll have it right here just so you guys can see. It was the cutest thing. So the first question is, what do you love most about being a YouTuber? I feel like there are so many positive things about being a YouTuber that I could go on and on forever, but I'll try to summarize my answer. I love that I get to make creative content, which I've always enjoyed doing, whether it's at uni or it's something really casual like a vlog or it's a video like this. I get to make it, which I want to do anyway because it's a hobby of mine. I feel like even if YouTube didn't exist, I'll probably be doing something similar just in my spare time just because I like doing it. Like, I've always taken videos. Even before vlogging, I always just took videos of everything. So the fact that I get to continue doing the thing I love, but positive things come from it, bigger and greater things, is the coolest thing ever. Second question is, are you going to do a meetup? I would love to do a meetup. It seriously would be the most fun thing ever because even seeing comments from you guys gets me excited. So imagine being able to do that in person. Like, that is just the coolest thing ever. I would be quite nervous, I have to admit, but I think I would be more excited than nervous because if you've come to see me, then you must like me. Like, I shouldn't like doubt myself too much. But yeah, without a doubt, I would love to do a meetup sometime in the future. That would be an ultimate goal for me. I think it will be the most fun thing ever. I just don't think I have a big enough following yet at all. And I know 1,200 people is a lot of people, but you have to keep in mind that this is spread out all over the world, and even within Australia, it's spread out all over Australia. So I don't actually know how many subscribers I have in Melbourne, but it would be a much smaller portion. And then from those people who are interested and are in Melbourne, they might be busy on the day. I think I'm going to wait until my channel grows a little bit more before I arrange one. Maybe 2,000 subscribers. I feel like that's a good number. Now moving on to 2 questions from my friend and YouTuber Rachel. The first question is, what is your full can't speak. Basically, she means what's my background. I absolutely love this question because I don't think any of my subscribers actually know. So I think that will be a cool thing for you guys to learn. First of all, I was born in Australia, so I'm not like super exotic. Obviously, I think I look pretty Australian, but my parents were born in different countries and so were their parents. So my dad was born in Germany and his mum was born in Germany, but at the time it was actually Poland, which I find really cool because obviously being like part German is cool too, but I just thought that everyone in Poland was really attractive that I saw when I was there, and I kind of wanted to be a part of that, so I get excited like saying, oh, it used to be Poland. Anyway, so that's where my grandma was from, and then her husband was born in England. So that's that side of the family. And then on my mum's side, my mum was born in England and so were both of her parents. So I'm 3/4 English and then 1/4 German, but I am Australian. The second question from Rachel was, what is your favorite all-time go-to makeup product? She meant like a holy grail one. She made it clear. She was like, something you can't replace with a different brand. One thing that I do use no matter what is the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer. I've tried so many different concealers over the years and no matter what, it never compares to the Maybelline Fit Me one, which is really interesting because it's pretty affordable and like it's not like everyone's obsessed with it, but I just personally find it works so well with my skin. The color match is perfect and it just has like the perfect amount of coverage for me. My next question is from Casey Brower, who is actually my giveaway winner, so congratulations on that. Her question was, if you had to pick one brand of makeup to use for the rest of your life, what would it be? This is really tricky for me because I really haven't tried that many different brands of makeup at all. I think I'm going to go with Maybelline. I just feel like Maybelline is adding so much to their range that they have like everything I'll need, but with Rimmel, I feel like they still haven't branched out as much. There are other brands coming to mind like Model Co because I absolutely love their brands, but I haven't actually tried their foundation before, so without knowing what that's like, it's hard for me to choose them. Next question is from my friend Bella Barker, and her question was the last product you hit pan on. Weirdly enough, I so rarely hit pans on products. I think I've only just started to probably in the last few months. I'm not sure timing wise which one I hit last, so I'm just going to show you a few. One of them is this Rimmel Stay Matte, which I'm not a huge fan of, and I think I've mentioned it in a video before, and you can tell because I didn't really take good care of it, and I do take good care of my makeup. Just hit pan on it. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a little bit there. And another one that I've definitely hit pan on is my Australis Contouring and Highlighting Kit, the powder one. And I have absolutely destroyed this pink shade. Next couple of questions are from my subscriber Holly, and she actually commented these questions in the video where I asked for questions, which I really appreciated because I've never received questions through YouTube, and I think it's great because some people don't have me on social media, so it's a good way for those people to ask questions too. Her questions were both school related, which I find really fun to talk about, so I'm excited to answer them. First question was, what subjects did you take during high school? I have done such a range of subjects, kind of because when you start in year 7 and 8, they make you do everything. So I'm not really going to include them because they weren't my choice. So the classes that I completed in year 12 were English, which we had to do, health, business, studio art, and media. But throughout year 11, I actually changed a few of my classes as I was not doing well in some of them. Now that I look back, I'm pretty sure I did complete year 11 psychology. I just dropped it off then, as I think you could do one less subject in year 12. In year 11, I did psychology, English, business, health, and maths, and halfway through year 11, I dropped out of maths and moved to studio art, which is the complete opposite, and it was the best decision I ever made. Obviously, I do not suggest it because there are a lot of courses where you do need year 11 or year 12 maths. Obviously, if you're struggling just as much as me and you're barely passing, it's a good thing to switch to another subject because you can learn about something instead that you're actually going to absorb, and then you're passing the units and stuff. If you just dislike it, I still suggest you power through because it will benefit you in the long term so much. Next question is, if you could go back to high school, what's one thing you would change? I absolutely love this question, and I think I'm going to make a whole video dedicated to talking about this, kind of like an advice video to people who are in high school right now, just because it's something I've realized so much after going to university for a year. First thing that comes to mind is I wish I didn't care so much what people thought of me. And I know that's a really strange thing to wish because obviously at that stage of my life I did care a lot more what people thought of me, and I can't really change that. But if I knew how amazing it is when you just feel more comfortable in your own skin and like all the positive ripple effects that could have came from it, then I think I would have probably pushed myself a bit harder. I remember I would just try so hard all the time to make sure everyone liked me and saw me a certain way, and it just wasn't that good in the long term. It took me a lot longer after high school to start to feel more comfortable within myself. I feel like if I worried a little bit less about what people thought, I would have just had a better high school experience in general. I feel like I would have discovered who I am and my interests so much earlier because I wouldn't have been worried what people think. I feel like I would have got to know so many more people, which I really regret because since I've left high school, there are some people I'm like, wow, I really wish I got to know them because they seemed great. I was just too shy, or I was worried they didn't like me or something like that, and it's just a shame. Now I can't really just tell people who are watching this right now to just like not care what people think, but if you can even just take tiny little baby steps to try to feel more yourself, even just something tiny, like if you want to wear winged eyeliner to school or something and you just feel afraid, just start off with a thin one and then grow it and then grow it. Those tiny little baby steps will make such a difference in the long term, and it'll mean once you come out of high school you already feel so much more yourself. My next question is from Twitter, and it's from Goth Sparkle Princess, and the question is, does anyone in your life call you your real name or just nicknames? It's really funny actually that not many of you guys watching this know my real name, Let me know in the comments right now if you know. I'm not going to tell you at this stage. It is on the internet. It's not some secret thing or something. I actually very rarely get called Sheribubble. Obviously I do by you guys, which I absolutely love. I love the name. I don't know if that's weird to say because like I wrote it myself, but I just think it's really, really cute. So I love being called it, but it's pretty rare that people in my real life call me that. Occasionally they sort of call me like versions of that, like Sherry Bubs or like Shezza Bubs. I don't even know, like I can't think of the combinations right now, but sometimes people at my uni call me that, which is funny because sometimes I don't even know their name, but they know me as Sheribubble, so they call me that. I just realized you meant nicknames in general, not just Sheribubble. But yeah, I don't really get called nicknames too much. I get called Sherry quite a bit, which is interesting because no one really called me Sherry growing up, but I think since I made Sheribubble, people kind of just cut that off and then just call me Sherry, if that makes sense. I like being called nicknames. The next question is from the YouTuber Swashi. Is that how you pronounce it? I don't think I've ever said it that loud. The question is, which one of your YouTube videos are you the most proud of? A lot of things that come to mind are things that I've done like externally that aren't really for YouTube, but that's because I've put a lot more work into it. Like I really love the live show that I did last year. I'll have that linked in the description below if you have no idea what I'm talking about. Actually, I'm gonna be completely honest. The video I'm probably the most proud of is the video that has the most views right now. The video I'm talking about is the Balm Mary Lou Manonizer, Is It Worth the Money? First impression and review, and I'll have that linked in the description too. I feel like this description is going to be huge, and it has just hit 30,000 views, and that is mind-blowing to me. I just turned my internet on for a second and I actually got another Q&A question on Snapchat, so I'm going to answer it now. It's actually a photo of the YouTuber Taylahtalk. This is the photo. It's very, very cute. Hopefully you can see it. And the question is, who are your favourite small Australian YouTubers? Funnily enough, she is actually one of my favourite small YouTubers. Her name is Taylahtalk on YouTube. I'll have her linked in the description. I just find her videos so entertaining. I also really, really love the YouTuber Silver Fox Beauty. I recently met up with her and we went thrift shopping and I actually got this t-shirt for like $4, and it was really cute to meet up with a YouTuber who has a small channel like me and just hang out. I'll also have her channel linked in the description. Another one that came on top of my head is someone who actually goes to my university with me. Her name is Miranda and her YouTube channel is Books 101. I'll also have that linked in the description. Miranda's channel actually has split content. Basically, she makes book related videos as well as doing daily vlogs, and I absolutely love her daily vlogs. I literally have watched every single one of them. I also love that she vlogs while we're at university and we're around with our uni friends and stuff because they're not in my vlogs too much, so it's really, really cool that she's captured all those memories. If you'd like to watch the vlogs that I am in, I have specifically added those videos into a playlist called Featured In, which is on my channel. I'll have the playlist in the description, like everything else. I'm moving on to my anonymous Tumblr questions. While I answer these, I'm actually going to eat a mandarin. Are these called mandarins? Yeah, mandarin. Really hungry and I don't have that much time in my day. Gotta multitask here, people. First question is, what color lip would you pair with an all black outfit? I feel like if you have an all black outfit, you have the most flexibility ever, and that really, really excites me. I feel like with an all black outfit, obviously you can go for like a nude. It looks absolutely amazing, but I feel like that's the best opportunity to wear a bright lip and not worry about clashing or anything. So I'd really suggest a bright lip of any color, red, purple, orange, pink, whatever you like. But if that seems quite daunting to you, then I really suggest a darker version of that color, which sounds weird and more daunting, but it actually makes you feel like you stand out less for some reason because it's not so neon. So I really like wearing dark reds and dark purples. I think they just look so flattering on everyone. But if super bright lipsticks and super dark lipsticks both scare you, then I suggest just something simple like a light pink. I feel like that always works. The next question is, what is one piece of clothing you could wear over and over again? If I had a black leather jacket, then I would for sure say that, because I would wear a black leather jacket every single day if I owned one. But other than that, I find that my blue jeggings I wear all the time. I just find that I get so much wear out of them as they look good with so many outfits. And another thing is probably just a plain black t-shirt, whether it's long sleeve, short sleeved, cropped, whatever, it always looks good. Anyway, the next question is from Anonymous, and it is, how do you travel so much? So the The first reason that I get to travel so much is I'm not traveling on my own. I'm traveling with my parents, which does help a huge amount. If I had to travel on my own, I wouldn't be able to afford to travel alone. I wouldn't be able to do it. So I'm very, very lucky and forever grateful for that. The second reason is that my parents both own and run a travel agency. It's called Reho Travel and it's located in both Melbourne and Sydney. And because it's a travel agency, they get benefits. So obviously, it is a little bit cheaper here and there, which does add up. And because it is a medium-sized business, they can afford to travel. That's the best way to put it. And my last question is, what's a good everyday foundation or BB cream? My skin is a light tan, but the one I was using in a pink tube, can't remember the brand, made me look too orange. I haven't worn much makeup for a while, but I'm getting self-conscious about the way I look, and I think wearing makeup could help. Then there's also another question, but I'll answer this one first. I'm really, really sorry to hear that you've been feeling self-conscious about how you look. I think everybody goes through a stage or their whole lives feeling exactly that, but I'm sorry that you have to be going through that as it isn't fun. But as you said, makeup can help with confidence. Obviously, it's always good to feel good in your own skin without makeup, but if it makes you feel more confident, then obviously it's worth wearing as you feel happier on an everyday basis. So the BB creams that I use are the Maybelline BB cream, and I have used the Garnier BB cream in the past. Annoyingly, they only come in shades like light, medium, dark, but medium could be a match for you. But again, at the same time, I don't really want to recommend it because I don't want you to buy it and it doesn't match and then it's a waste of money. I actually have light and dark of the Maybelline BB cream, so I just mix as I please depending on if I'm tanned or not. Not that I'm tanned much, but it's good for when I am or if I'm using it on other people. But other than that, BB creams are tough. I was talking to my friend Ellie about this question and she actually suggested that you try the Chi Chi BB creams because there's quite a range of colours. So thank you so much to Ellie for telling me that answer, because other than that, BB creams, I'm a bit lost. I don't have that much experience with all of them yet, so I really suggest Chi Chi if you can get it. I'm not sure what country you're from, so I apologise for if that's a bit tricky to get. Maybe online, but again, that's hard because you can't test it out, so I'm really sorry about that. But with foundations, my favourite everyday foundation is either the Body Shop Moisture Foundation, which does come in a range of colours, so I very much suggest that. And I also really like the designer brand's Full Coverage Foundation, but again, not many shades. So probably the Body Shop Moisture Foundation and the Chi Chi BB cream. And the second part of the question was also, what's your opinion on Kylie Jenner lip kits? Do you have it, and if so, is it worth the money? And wait, thanks in advance, I'm a big fan. Thank you so much for saying that. That makes me feel wonderful. Kylie Jenner lip kits, I don't personally have one myself, but I am interested, but I am put off by the price. The wait doesn't really bother me. I've never really cared too much about waiting for products. Even if I ordered something and it took a month, like if I knew it was gonna take a month, then I just wait for it to come. I think it would be worth the wait for sure, but the price is just a bit too much, but at the same time, I think it would be worth it. Not just necessarily because it's a Kylie Jenner product and she's very popular, but because the products just look pretty damn impressive. I love the shade range so much. I really like the dark shades like Court K, but then I also really like the pinky nude shades. I think they're so pretty. Anyway, that's it for this Q&A. Thank you so much to every single person who sent in questions. I really appreciate it. I had no idea that I had anonymous ones on Tumblr, so that was the best surprise to open all them up and see all of them. I think it's a great way for you guys to send me questions if you are a little bit shy, so always remember my Tumblr Ask box is there if you'd like to send them through there. But if you're not feeling as shy, remember you can always leave them in the description of this video or in any of my social media. Just make it clear it's for a Q&A and I will screenshot it, add it to a folder, and it will be featured in it for sure. Remember to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and also click that subscribe button if you haven't already so you can check out all my future videos. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye!